Hello everyone, you are watching Let's Zoom It. In this video I'm gonna show you how to take an image like the one behind me with a reversed lens. In this case I used this little 40mm Canon pancake lens. And normally you have your camera and you have the lens and you just attach the lens like this. But to be able to get really good close-ups, we need to actually reverse the lens like this. And to be able to connect the lens here, you need a reversed lens adapter. There are cheap ones and little more expensive ones. In this case I used a little more expensive ones. It's this one. This one actually makes it possible for me to change the aperture in electronic lens. So it means that I connect one part to the camera. Then we take the lens and put it reversed. In this case I have some step-up rings between it. You can of course get one adapter that fits from here to here, but in my case I already had a lot of different step-up rings, so I go in different steps from 52 to 55mm, from 55 to 58mm. And when you have the lens attached like this, to be able to get the electronic signals, you use the other part of this ring here, and it'll be like this. And to be able to get even more close-up, you can add an extension ring, just a hollow tube ring, between the camera and the builds we just made. Then it looks like this. And if you want even more magnification, you could actually make a bigger extension ring here. I will actually put a link to a good YouTuber that do a lot of macro rigs and stuff, where I actually learned a lot from him. So if you want to know more about the setup, then you just read in my description below. But this is how the setup looked when I took the image like this. And I will show you how I did it, but the problem is that I accidentally deleted the video that I did when I filmed myself photographing it. So I will improvise here a little, so look at this. So it all started in the morning. I saw this when I came into the living room. The spider had died in the carpet on the floor. Of course I decided to photograph it. Here's with my iPhone maximum digital zoom. But I decided to go with the reverse lens rig that I built after seeing another YouTuber show how to do. So here is how I did when I photographed it. Okay, so I have actually rebuilt the crime scene of where I found the dead spider, but instead of a spider I just put 4 screws here. So I will just show you how I actually photographed the spider. I have the flash on a cord that can be flexible, so I can actually move the flash around to get it in exactly the way I want. I used a plain white paper to get a little light bounce from both sides, and behind this paper I actually used a flashlight just to be able to get a little help when I focus, when I move the lens back and forth. I don't use any autofocus or something because I don't have now. The only way to focus is to move the camera back and forth, and then you have to see in the seeker that okay, here is here it's focused. Then you can take the picture. So I will show you. So I am not a professional, I need to say that again. I just try myself to find a good way. Okay, so I will show here. So in this case you need to be quite close to the object, and I use ISO 200, I use aperture 11, and I use a 60th of a second together with a flash. The flash I set for 1/64th. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but I think it worked out quite good when I tried. So I actually had to put the flash quite close to the object to be able to get which I will show you here.
From here on, I will replace the screw images with the spider images.
Okay, so I got the first image. So the way I did when I took the 7 images of the spider was that I actually just put the camera against the floor. I tried to find the closest part of the spider that I could focus on. Then I just tried to find a good steady spot, and I just tried to take the first image. Then I just moved the camera some millimeter backwards of the spider, take a new image, then I move again, take a new image, move 1 millimeter more, take a new, and I try to center exactly the same piece of the spider so the images will not be moving around. It should just go straight, as straight as possible. Normally you use this on a macro slide, but in this case it's freehand, so you see the images on the screen. So next step will be to actually stack these images. So let's go to the next step, stacking.
Okay, so let's stack the images we have been taken. I use the Helicon Focus. It's a program that you can actually try for free. I'm not a professional user of this, but I have seen other YouTubers use it, so I do like they do. I open the images, these ones. Then the program will stack the sharpest pieces of all the images and create one final image that should be sharp from here to here. So I see that a lot of people use this method C, and the smoothing about how it I always use lowest because I find that one be the best result. So the only thing we need to do here is click render. Then the program will do the rest. Here we can see which part of the images that be sharp. So here we have it, the final image, and here was one of the single images. So next will be just to save it, and we will save it just with like this with the date today. Okay, so here we have the result after stacking. We can see here in the top it did not cut the images together perfectly because I took the images on freehand. This will not be a problem if you, for example, use a macro slider or something. This was just because I moved the camera in one or another side. So I also made some adjustments of the image in GIMP, which you can see here. So let this be the final image for this time.
So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, I hope you already pressed the like button and the subscribe button, and I also hope to see you all in another video. If you liked it, then let me know, and then I will promise you that I will do more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.